Good morning. Happy Thursday. Happy Friday Eve, everyone. Thank y'all for being here. Yes, I am home in my office today because I got an appointment I got to go to. So I can kind of not go too fast this morning. Hopefully I'll keep up the right pace so we can get through the show. I didn't pull as many topics this morning so we don't feel too crammed and I don't feel like I got to rush because I hate that with my show when I have to rush like that. But good morning to everyone. I see you guys here. Let's go ahead and speak right quick so we can jump in. I don't do a 5-minute mark or a 10-minute mark, nothing against nobody to do. But let's get into it. I see Top Flight Rose is in the building. Hey, Rose. Hey, Mary Giles. Hey, Kelly S. Hey, Deborah Banks. Hey. Hey, my other Top Flight Mod Truth is in the building. Hey, Verdi Tulu Taylor. Hey, Audrey Williams. Hello, Brown Eyes. Good morning, Lorraine Tyler. Good morning. What was that? Work. What is that? Why I can't see this morning? Work on my fitness. Okay. Thank you so much. That's a new name. Welcome. All right. April RN Virgo. Hey, April. Thanks for being here. Love. Chocolate Kisses is here. Faith Williams is here. JCD Creations is here. That's a content creator. Y'all check her out. Who else we got? People are still coming in. Thank you guys. Don't forget again to tap on the like for me, okay? Don't forget to do that for me. Let me get that up there. All right, y'all hold on a second for me, okay? Give me 1 second. Yeah, I don't need that. Yeah, no, I don't need that. Y'all give me a second, okay? I'm still here. Give me a second. Oh, my goodness. It's too much going on. Oh, my Lord. Okay, here we go. Right quick. As y'all come in, keep coming on in. I'm still here. Let me get one major adjustment here. I had to restart my computer because StreamYard was acting a fool. So that kind of threw me back just a little bit. All right, we're good now. Let's get into the show. Yeah, I don't need that one. Really. All right, we want that crazy feedback. Okay, so we're back. Where did I stop off at? Arthur Johnson, good morning, ma'am. Denise Slate is here. All right. I think I said that. Hey, Tiffany Thomas, my other Type Flight Mod is here. Marion's Favorites is here. Good morning. Carla Van Zandt is in the building. Good morning. And everyone else coming in. Thank you, guys. Everything said in the video is alleged and in my opinion and is used for fair use and entertainment. Let's go ahead and get into the political part of the show. And then we're going to move on. We don't have a lot of politics, thank God. So let's go ahead and get into what we have and moving right along. I keep this train rolling. I want to stay on time here. All right. So according to Neighborhood Talk, Representative Ayanna Pressley, her mic gets cut during a House oversight hearing after clashing with GOP witnesses over Trump's pardons of convicted fraudsters. Representative Nancy Mace steps in saying that she's off the rails and says that you're done. So this gets a little messy, honey, but the sister right here, honey, decided to let them know. Let's go ahead and get into it. I love when we have strong, educated sisters in office like this that can check a bitch and let them know that she is in charge. But let's get into this. I love it.
What should happen to fraudsters who steal public dollars?
They should go to jail.
So in my opinion, accountability means restitution. It means consequences. But that is not the standard that is being set by Donald Trump, who is wielding his clemency authority to allow fraudsters to escape accountability altogether. Now, to the witnesses who serve in the Minnesota State Legislature on the Fraud Prevention Committee, let's walk through these pardons for fraudsters. Donald Trump pardoned George Santos, who defrauded voters and owed them $370,000 in restitution to victims. Raise your hand if you oppose this pardon. Thank you, Mr. Balloon.
Ma'am, I would have to look at the law and the facts of the case. We cannot know the facts of all these individual cases.
Don't deflect. This is a very public case. You know who George Santos is. You know exactly what he did. We just agreed that, fraud is unacceptable. And so And you just talked about accountability. So this is not a complicated question. Donald Trump also gave, and this has never been done before, presidential pardons to corporations that committed fraud. One example is the crypto company BitMEX that violated U.S. law and was fined $100 million. Now raise your hand if you oppose Trump's pardon of this crypto company.
Not participating.
Thank you, Mr. Ballou. Okay, again, I'll take your refusal to raise your hand in opposition. That means that you support this pardon of this corporation that frauded folks to the tune of $100 million.
Refusal to participate is not
reclaiming my time. Reclaiming my time. You know the rules of committee.
One way or the other.
The rules of committee. This is my time.
I know that I am here as a member of the public.
Reclaiming my time. You are not, Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair.
That's what I know.
You are not in order with the rules of the committee. This is my time.
Ma'am, this grandstanding nonsense.
This is not grandstanding.
Exactly
this is
what
accountability.
Minnesotans hate about D.C.
This is accountability, and you are hypocrites. So again, I will take your refusal.
Thanks for demonstrating my opening
Mr. Chairman, order, decorum. She's off the rails.
Reclaiming my time. I'm not off the rails, please.
You are totally off the rails.
Nancy, enough with your tropes. Give me my time back.
Order, Mr. Chairman.
If Republicans were serious about reclaiming my time,
You
have no time left.
Don't get to accuse me of things.
You're out of time. You're out of time.
Mr. Chair,
You're out of order.
she did not get all of her time.
Mr. Chairman,
She wants to insult us for 10 more seconds.
What do we have to do to get this woman in order?
Her time is expired. Chair recognizes
You're
Ms.
going to be great
Mays.
on TV. You're really good. No, baby, you're not. No, baby, you're not. You are not in order. You're out of order. Goodbye. You're done.
What should happen to fraudsters?
That guy hit it right. Woo. All right, so Representative Ayanna Pressley, who you guys see on my screen right here, she's a Democrat, had her microphone cut off during a House oversight hearing after clashing with GOP witnesses over President Trump's pardons of convicted fraudsters. Y'all know his ass is a fraudster too. Now, Presley was questioning 3 GOP witnesses about alleged fraud in Minnesota's Somali community when she pressed Christian Robbins, a Minnesota state representative, on how fraudsters should be held accountable. Robbins said, "We want to prosecute everyone who committed a crime, and we want to fire officials in the agencies that are liable for allowing the failure of internal controls." Ooh, that got testy, didn't it? Now, Presley continued by asking, "Okay, so Ms. Robbins, let me be more clear. What should happen to fraudsters who steal public dollars?" All right. And of course, she responded by saying they should go to jail. You guys heard all of that exchange. I don't like how they turned her mic off. I don't like that, because then you chose to argue with her when the situation got kind of heated and she was starting to step on some toes. So then you guys want to say that her time is out when she spent the majority of her time speaking and having to address you guys and still saying, "Hey, I still need my time." Y'all didn't give her all of her time because she was speaking correct. And they do Jasmine Crockett the same way. They do Jasmine Crockett the very same way. Try to overtalk her when it gets to the point that they don't want to hear when she starts stepping on toes. Of course, she's addressing the fraud. She's addressing missing money. So certain people who may have to do with certain money being missing and helping with the cover up, they don't want to hear that shit. So what do? They chose to argue and choose to be combative in that moment to keep from hearing the truth. All right, anything, whether it means cutting off her mic or being fake mad in that moment in order to keep the truth from being told. So shout out to this black woman here. I love it. Miss Ayanna Pressley, you and Jasmine Crockett, y'all my favorites. All right, let's keep going, honey. If y'all want to look at more of that, right, baby, she was cooking, wasn't she? Yes, she was. I love it. All right, so let's get into this topic here, because this is definitely a viral moment. I saw it a couple times last night. I said, okay, don't want to talk about it. So I'm gonna tiptoe on eggshells with this one. Definitely got to put on my trigger warning on this. I know some of you guys have seen it. The unfortunate incident that happened out in Minneapolis with ICE, where they powwowed a woman. We will not watch that portion of the video, but we will definitely address it. And then we're going to get into the next part of it. Okay. This is sad. ICE is doing the fucking most. All right. But shout out to Neighborhood Talk. What's her name? Renee Nicole Good, identified as a Minneapolis woman who was fatally powwowed by ICE agents. Okay. She was seen in her vehicle. They were trying to get her to, I guess, get out of her car, whatever. She chose to drive off, and ICE officials did fire into the car. Okay. Unaliving her. So that has stirred up a lot of controversy where people are upset and people are speaking out. Let's get into it. I'm going to stop it when it gets to that point so you guys can kind of see what's happening. No! All right, so they're telling her no. She's getting ready to drive off. The ICE officials are going to surround her car and proceed to pile into her car. So we're not going to watch that part because you two.
Department of Homeland Security official says a woman was shot in the face by ICE. That spokesperson said the incident was vehicle ramming related. Eyewitnesses on the ground are saying in viral social media videos that they say this woman was in her car when an officer tried to open the door and then she was trying to leave the scene.
You guys just saw that. She was in her car. She was not being combative. She was not being aggressive. The ICE agents came up to her car to try to make her get out. She tried to drive off, and they proceeded to fire into her vehicle unaliving.
When the shot went off, and that they say that she was taken to the hospital after that. But what we're hearing from DHS is that she was using her vehicle as a weapon in a vehicle ramming incident so that the officer would have had to fire in self-defense. You can already see this is gaining traction in this Minneapolis neighborhood. Border Patrol just began operations on the ground in Minneapolis there today as well. And then with an incident like this is only further escalating tension. Department of Homeland Security official says.
But I do have a message for our community, for our city, and I have a message for ICE. To ICE, get the fuck out of Minneapolis. But I do have a message for our community, for our city, and I have a message for ICE. To ICE, get the fuck out of Minneapolis. But I do have a message.
All right, that's a clear message, right? Leading up to the incident. No, okay. So as you guys can see, that's what happened there. I have to keep pausing it there. So Trump, of course, agrees with what happened to this woman. Of course he would. Okay. So Trump releases a statement following the fatal powwowing in Minneapolis. He says, I have just viewed the clip of the event, which took place in Minneapolis, Minnesota. It is a horrible thing to watch. Says that the woman screaming was obviously a professional agitator, and the woman driving the car was very disorderly, obstructing and resisting, who then violently, willfully, and viciously ran over the ICE officer. When? Because I watched the video, I did not see her run over anyone. Said it who seems to have powwowed her in self-defense. Now, based on the attached clip, it is hard to believe he is alive, but now is now recovering in the hospital. Said the situation is being studied in its entirety, but the reasons that these incidents are happening is because the radical left is threatening. Threatening, assaulting, and targeting our law enforcement officers and ICE agents on a daily basis. They are just trying to do their job of making America safe. Getting you out of office would make us safe. Said that we need to stand by and protect our law enforcement officers from this radical left movement of violence and hate. Then he signs off as Donald Trump. This is the same person who says that when he takes office, that he is going to make sure that any officer that is found in any type of case, regardless, that they will be found pretty much not guilty, that he would get them out of their situation. Let's look at situations like, I don't know, people... We've seen several of our Black people, let's say it that way, because I'm speaking for my people, and it's not a racial thing. I'm going to always speak for my people first. We've seen several of our people be powwowed down by police officers, and they're in jail right now to this very day. But Trump has made a declaration that when he takes office, that these officers who should be held accountable for deaths that should not be, that he's going to make sure that they get out and be back on the streets again and be able to be police officers and do their jobs. Like, so police officers can't commit crimes out here? Is that what you're trying to say? What about a police officer who ran down a man because he didn't want to get his fat ass out the car and go chase him down? So he used his car to chase him down and hit him with a car. So that person should be a police officer running around continuing to do that? Like, he used his vehicle as a weapon when he could have got his ass out and chased him down like all police officers do. So you're going to pardon all police officers who commit crimes? You guys are going to have to go and watch the video for yourself, but that's a sad situation. So prayers up for the people in Minneapolis, because they are dealing with and or grieving this situation where this woman was pow in her car when she literally was just driving off because ICE agents targeted her. She is definitely an American, so I'm not sure why they were after her. But yeah, you guys can go and read up on that a little more. We're not going to stay on it any longer. Let's get into this bastard right here who always tries to be political when he should only be talking about sports. We'll entertain just a portion of it. I'll keep the trigger up just because of the topic. Stephen A. Smith, y'all favorite person, not mine. And let's get into it. Shout out to Hollywood Unlocked.
Saw the video on numerous occasions.
He's speaking on the Minneapolis pow-powing by ICE agents. Okay, let's go.
And seeing what transpired from a lawful perspective, as it pertains to a law enforcement official, don't expect him to be prosecuted. He was completely justified. From a humanitarian perspective, however, why did you have to do that? If you could move out the way, that means you could have shot the tires. That means you could have got her a few feet away after you shot the tires. And if you were unsuccessful in doing that, you could have got her down the road. You didn't have to do that. She wasn't driving down the road coming at you 90 miles an hour. She was parked in the middle of the street.
Mm-hmm.
And rather than get out the car, she wrongfully tried to drive off. I saw the video on numerous occasions. And seeing what transpired from a lawful perspective, as it pertains to a law enforcement official, don't expect him to be prosecuted. He was completely justified.
All right, let's keep going. Go look at a little bit more of this.
And wrongfully disregarded law enforcement official, which is exactly what ICE is. And as a result, lost her life because of it. At some point in time, you got to ask yourself, what damn country do you want to live in? At some point in time, we're going to have to ask ourselves that question. And I think the time is sooner than later. Because again, from a legal perspective, don't expect this ICE officer to be prosecuted. I'm telling you right now. She was in the car, Renee Nicole Good, 37 years of age, protesting, blocking off the streets. ICE wanted her to move. An officer got in front of the car. Another officer got to the side of the car, and then she tried to take off. And in their eyes, the Kristi Noems of the world for the Department of Homeland Security, and other folks on the right are saying, oh, they consider it an act of domestic terrorism because she tried to run over an ICE officer. It's not going to be prosecuted. My point is, let's not focus on that for a second, okay? She was wrong to drive off. She should not have done that. Or she should have asked the officer, I'm pulling over. Could you move out the way, please? Instead of trying to disregard him totally to the point where you're going to take off and potentially hit him, and he moves out the way and draws his gun and shoots through the front windshield and took her out. But it wasn't necessary. You could have arrested her. You could have spared the woman's life. You didn't have to kill her.
I kind of sort of agree with what he's saying, but it's something in me that just can't. It's the messenger. I promise y'all, it's the messenger. Some of the stuff he's saying, I get. But I swear it's the messenger. I'm really trying, y'all.
We've seen plenty of incidences throughout the United States of America, historically and frequently, and recently, where people who committed crimes or people whose behavior weren't indicative of law-abiding citizens who were simply obeying law enforcement officials, we've seen them walk away alive. She tried to run over an...
Okay, so y'all get the point. Y'all see what's going on here. Of course, I don't think that this ICE agent is going to serve any time. I don't think he's going to have any type of court date, none of that. I think that it's going to be justified. You guys just saw President Trump, or y'all President Child, pretty much co-signed that behavior in terms of saying, hey, good job, ICE. Y'all did what you had to do. All right, I watched the video several times. Yes, okay. Yeah, he's definitely not going to be found guilty in a court of law. Absolutely not under my watch, because he's gonna probably go right there and pardon him. He wants to pardon every police officer that go out here and pow somebody. Okay. Oh yeah, he wants to pardon every police officer. That's why his ass need to be out of office. That's why he's shaking in his boots right now, because midterm elections are coming up and he know he's fucked it up, and that people get ready to vote his ass up out of there. So for anybody that can vote, please through the midterms, please make sure that you are voting. please make sure that you are voting because Trump ass got to come up out of office, okay? And Stephen A. Smith, thank you, but get your ass back to sports. No one asked you, okay? I promise you, no one asked you, and we didn't want to hear from you, but thank you, okay? Let's get into this Ray J news. Ray J is appearing to be very sick. We can take Trigger down because we don't need it. Ray J is in the horse piddle, as the old people call it, honey, the horse piddle. He apparently said he has severe pneumonia and he's having some chest pains as well. Let's go ahead and get into that. Prayers up for him. Nevertheless, he's very problematic, but I do not want to see someone in the hospital dying. Not even Ray J. Let's get into it though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Like if it was like a clot or anything. Producing out of blood.
Yeah. They think that your heart sits in a sac. And there's a little bit of fluid around in the sac. But is that what you're speaking of?
Yeah.
Yeah, like extra fluid or
You see that.
the cardiologist is going to look at it further. So it takes about 15, maybe 20 minutes at the most, okay?
I just never understand why people like to video or film themselves or take pictures of themselves when they're in the hospital. I just feel like that's a private moment. I think I've said this before. If I'm ever in the hospital, you guys will never know about it. You know why? Because I feel like that's personal. I feel like that's a private moment. Go in there and get what you need, get better, and then get out. If you want to talk about it after the fact, great. But I don't see why people go live. So, guys, I'm in the hospital. I'm laying here. As you guys can see, I got IVs running all through me. The doctor is saying this, and my diagnosis is like, why? I don't understand ever what that's about. But according to what they're saying here, Ray J was rushed to a Las Vegas hospital after catching pneumonia and experiencing a lot of heart pains. They said that he has reportedly received several x-rays and what is it? It's an echocardiogram, but has not received the results as of yet. So several tests have been run on him. They're waiting to see what's going on in addition to him having severe pneumonia. Prayers up. I hope that he is doing well. All right, moving right along. Prayers up, honey. Prayers up. That'll sit him down for a while. At least we won't hear him doing stupid shit on the internet for a while, right? So let's get into our next topic. Monica, single Monica, is in the news. Let's get into her. Y'all know she's just gotten married to Chris Brown's manager, okay? His name is Ant, is what she calls him. So Monica responds after social users attempt to clock her tea after saying that she and her new man here have been locked in for 17 years. Of course, y'all know she married Shannon, basketball player Shannon 15 years ago. So they were like, hold up now, were you double dipping here? Was there overlapping in your relationship? Because you just married this guy, you just came out saying you were married to him. But during the time that you're saying that you and old boy had been locked in, you were with Shannon, the basketball player, okay? So Monica says, friends first, family forever, love to my in-laws. Mine is his hometown hero, says the one of none. So this person here says, crazy thing is that she married Shannon Brown 15 years ago. Said, the fellas, be careful of their male friends. Said that your girl got around and that they got, said that they're not all that genuine. Said that ninjas be putting bad luck on y'all, laughing my ass off. So Monica responded by saying, I have to remind myself that people create narratives based on their level of comprehension. Ooh, that's a read. Says that if social media is a place that you share, so that you must type as if you're talking to small children or anything that you say or share is regularly misinterpreted rather, or misunderstood. She goes on to say that I work on it, but no promises. Oh, I'll work on it, but no promises, child. It goes on here to say to gaslight her whole timeline, says that people won't let you lie to look good. So it's a comprehension issue on the public's part. Got it. Unfollow. So Monica is getting a lot of people unfollowing her because of her getting up here. Sometimes we can overshare. Let me say this. Sometimes you can overshare. If you're in a relationship, you're in a marriage where you're happy, you don't have to share every intricate detail, because you do have people that sit on the internet and will pick you apart and will go back and verify shit. Like you said, oh, me and him been together. I've known him for 17 years, but then you were married to Shannon Brown for 15 years and you were in a relationship with him. Then they say, oh, I've known him, we were friends. So it kind of gives the illusion of you probably being an inappropriate friendship or having an inappropriate friendship with said person, or maybe had him waiting in the wings just in case the situation with Shannon Brown didn't work out. As you guys know, she was married to Shannon Brown. They got divorced. She wound up having a beautiful daughter with him as well. But to say that she's known, and that's fine. Plenty of people be in relationships and know a person, and then maybe on later down the line you guys get married. People kind of will question the validity of your friendship with said person, like, were you like seeing this person while you were with that person? Because let's not forget that she was with what's the guy's name? Master P's brother, who has been in prison for quite some time now. She's always said that that's going to be the love of her life. She don't care who she meets in life, you know, even who, if she gets married, whatever, that Master P's brother, who is still serving time in prison, will forever and always be her heart, will be the love of her life. So now that you're married to this guy, does that mean that you still feel that way? I don't know. I don't know. Monica just has a weird way of looking at things. She falls hard. She loves hard. She is remarried now again. And congratulations to her on that. But I would not share intricate details of my relationship with anyone, because then you get people who want to be in your business too much and start digging and then kind of making you look crazy. And God forbid, if you misquote something, then they pin you as a liar. And then, as you guys can see, will then unfollow you because they feel like you a fake ass bitch out here. That's kind of how it's looking. But shout out to the neighborhood talk on that. Moving right along. So I feel like some things you don't have to share. I don't share everything about my life. I give you exactly what you need to know. Okay, so it's a need to know basis. You don't have to know every intricate detail of my life. For why? For why? Yeah, I said for why. For why? I mean, damn. All right, moving right along. Someone else who shared some very intricate details of their life is none other than Britt Edie from Real Housewives of Atlanta, formerly. Because she decided to quit during the reunion because of she's saying some sexual harassment issues where she filed a lawsuit against Bravo, NBC Universal. She has now revealed that she has officially now filed for divorce from her husband, Michael Cunningham, and says that the marriage is irretrievably broken. Somebody cheated or something, child. Might be a baby on the way somewhere. I don't know. And lists December the 1st as their separation. Now, do we care? Hell no. But we'll entertain it because she is a public figure. All right. Now, her husband did make a statement, and I read to you guys that he was trying to keep his marriage together. He was not looking to get divorced from her, even though she did make an announcement that the two of them were going their separate ways for whatever reasons. She made a statement saying she didn't want to be with the nigga no more. He came back and was like, hey, nah, we're going to work this out. This is my wife. I still love my wife. But obviously, whatever happened in a relationship, whatever he did or whatever is going on that causes them to be in this place, she decided that she did not want to fix things. So she has filed for divorce. Okay. That's it, and that's all. I don't really care about all the other logistics of it all. So Britt Edie is a free girl now. Well, almost, because it's not finalized. But let's get into some Shedeur Sanders news, because I do like him. He's like a little nephew, right? He's everybody's nephew. Everybody be like, oh, that's nephew when they see Shedeur Sanders. They love him. Of course, y'all know the Browns coach, Steven Stadanovich. I don't know how you say his last name. Anyway, y'all know he has been fired. Thank the Lord, right? That's a blessing in disguise. His ass should have been fired because I feel like he's been holding Shedeur Sanders back. But in the news today, police have arrested 3 in the burglary of Browns quarterback Shedeur Sanders' home. As you guys remember, a little bit back a few weeks ago, I showed y'all the video where he had a home surveillance video where 3 guys broke into his home and went through his home and stole some things from his house. So they have now arrested those 3 guys. Thank God. Okay. And I'm glad he was not there, but his cameras did catch that interaction and those people going up in his house. So police announced Wednesday that they arrested 3 people who allegedly burglarized the home of Cleveland Browns quarterback Shedeur Sanders. A warrant has also been issued for a 4th person who is still on the run. So they're going to catch him, okay? Because the 3 ones, y'all know how they do in first 48, honey. When they get them in that room and get to questioning them, they're going to talk. They're going to rat them out. They're going to be, oh, yeah, and so-and-so was in on it too, especially if they all looking at a whole lot of time. They be like, bitch, I ain't about to go to jail by myself. Yeah, come on out. They called us, dude. It's gonna be that, right? So thank God that they called them. Thank God that Shedeur was not there, because that could have ended badly, right? Because you know, sometimes when a person breaking your house and you're trying to defend your property, it can go left, and pow-pows can occur and all types of things. This young man definitely has the hand of God on his life. He's doing very well playing with the Browns. He's taking them to levels they've never been before. So I'm happy that he was not at home during this burglary, and I'm happy that he is moving ahead. There are rumors that they may ask Deion Sanders to coach the Browns. If that happens, oh my God, that could be great, right? But there are rumors. I've seen several publications talking about it that Deion Sanders could be asked to be the next Browns coach, and that would be great. His son plays on that team. Of course, he wants nothing but the best for that team since his son Shador does play for the Browns. So we'll see. As we get updates on that, I will give you guys those updates accordingly. Let's move along. All right. I hate when I have to restart my computer because every post I go into, I got to refresh so we can get it from the beginning. Judge Mathis and his family, his son, who has come out to be LGBTQ, went on Tamron Hall's show to discuss him kind of living a double life because he wasn't ready to come out of the closet yet, and how Judge Mathis felt about seeing his son hurting behind the scenes of not being able to live his life and be his true self. He is now married to his significant other sitting beside him here. This is Judge Mathis Jr. This is his son right here, where my mouse is moving. If you guys didn't watch their reality show, then you probably wouldn't understand. But his son, this is his son here, Judge Mathis Jr., and this is his partner who he just married, okay? And Judge Mathis was saying he supported his son 100%. In the life that he chose and whatever he's choosing to do with his life, that it was hurting him to see his son sitting back and not being able to live his true self. So let's get into what they had to say here, because they did make an appearance on the Tamron Hall show. Let's go. Shout out to Tamron Hall.
I was living this closeted double life where I was going to work as one person, you know, pretending to be straight, not being myself at work, and then coming home and, you know, secretly living this life as a gay man. My family knew, a close circle of friends, but other than that, it was, you know.
And so I thought, okay, my son is he's finally able to be who he is. And that's what's important to me. I don't want you to hide who you are. I don't hide who I am. I don't hide who I am. And so it hurt me to know that. And so since that time, I've gone out of my way to try and influence the average person about the LGBTQ community, and particularly my son. And I'm going to shove it down their throat, particularly black men who are too coward to embrace their gay son. You are cowards. I did it out of courage. I did it out of courage. And if you can't embrace your gay son out of courage, then you are a coward.
So I was living this closeted double life.
The strong words. You have some parents who kind of throw their kids away when they come out and say, hey, I'm LGBTQ. They don't accept that. Ghostface Killer, the rapper Ghostface Killer is doing the same thing with his son, who came out to say that he was gay. He's also an artist. He's a rapper, entertainer. But he's wanting to have a relationship with his dad, Ghostface Killer. But he's like, I'm not going to see my son walking around with makeup and a dress and wigs and stuff like that. He don't accept that lifestyle with his son. So he's chosen not to have a relationship with him. And that can be very hurtful. At the end of the day, whatever path your kids choose to take, that's still your child. So you don't want to write your kids off or make them feel like they're not loved or accepted. A lot of times they will commit suicide because of not being accepted. It's a harsh thing when a person chooses to make a certain decision in their life, whether it's gay, straight, a job or a career path, whatever the case may be. You don't want your kids to ever feel like they're not loved because of a decision they choose to make. We're not going to always agree with what our kids do or the paths that they choose to take in life, but ultimately at the end of the day, they're still your kids. So that part I get, all right? You don't want your kids to ever feel like you don't love them or want them, or that you turn your backs on them because of a decision that they chose. No, not every parent like the fact that their son, because all men, most men want their sons to be masculine men. But if they choose to take another route in order to be a part of the LGBTQ or whatever the case may be, you still have to love them, okay? You still love them, even though you don't 100% agree with the path that they chose, right? So it's kind of like a catch-22. Judge Mathis, he got a lot of heat for his decision like that. I told you guys Judge Joe Brown called Judge Mathis a punk and even said that he was fruity and all of that, and had a lot of things to say. Several people had things to say about Judge Mathis accepting his son's lifestyle, but ultimately that's his choice. That's his son. He chooses to love his son the way he chooses to love him. His son is an adult. He's old enough to make his own decisions and who he loves and what direction he chooses to go. All of his children are educated. All of his children are college graduates and they're doing something with their life. So I applaud that. Again, if you guys didn't get a chance to watch their reality show, it's really good. So that's his son. That's his namesake. He loves his child. And that's just what it is. People just need to wake up. Do I feel like a person? I wouldn't go as far as saying you're a punk if you don't. No, because everybody don't want that scrutiny. Everybody don't want people to judge them, which is why they choose not to come out. A lot of people be scared, probably like how I'm gonna say allegedly Tyler Perry. I don't feel like he'll come out of the closet if that's what the issue is, to say that he is a part of the LGBTQ or that he is gay, because of he's not ready to probably be accepted as that or to be judged. Or maybe lose his career, or people not accepting him and his lifestyle. A lot of people prefer to stay in the closet because of that, because people can be very harsh with their words and how they direct certain comments towards you when you come out to say, hey, this is who I am. So they choose to be miserable and live that way in silence. So shout out to Judge Mathis for coming out and saying how he feels about his son, and shout out to his son for being transparent. So let's get into this Cardi B news. I don't have a problem with gay people. That's your life. I'm not God. I judge no one. I mean, it's in the Bible of what it is, but I don't judge a person or tell them or be trying to push that narrative with them. If that's how they choose to live their life, I love a person for who they are. That's God's, I feel that's God's job in the end to judge them accordingly. I have my best friend. I told y'all before, if you guys watch me, I have several friends who are gay. I don't have a problem with it. That's who you choose to be. That's how you choose to live your life. I love you for who you are as a person. All right. And that's just what it is. That's God's job to judge you for that. All right. But let's get into this. Cardi B goes in on Tasha K for saying that she's not afraid of Cardi suing her anymore. Said that your husband didn't want to F you on his birthday. They still going, child. I told y'all yesterday, I played several videos for you guys yesterday where Cardi B and Tasha K are going at it. Cardi has now vowed to sick her lawyers on Tasha K again. She's saying your husband didn't even want to F you on your birthday. Said that they went live and that Tasha kind of propositioned her husband for some intimacy and he declined. So Cardi is talking about that. I really want these two to get over it because, oh my God, y'all. Let me refresh so we can get it from the beginning. Child, they are going at it.
Fucking celeb that try to sue you, that you won, that you this, that you that, is not fucking Cardi B. And I make fucking sure, and I make sure when I talk to my legal team, when I talk to everybody, I make 100% sure. Like, hey, is this right to do? Is this wrong to do? Like, them high profile motherfucking lawyers that you got are robbing you, because I'm gonna fucking put you in that plunger again. Every single time that somebody get on your ass, or every single fucking time that you want to talk about me, you always want to bring up a nigga. Oh, the niggas is lying to you. Girl, I'm gonna make this very fucking clear. I'm not you. It's easy for me to get niggas. You did that shit in my last relationship, and guess what? Always try to fucking bring up a nigga, always trying to bring up a this. You know, the nigga almost died when I left. And that's a fact. I can always get a rich nigga. Unlike you. You want to brag about your marriage, bitch, and your man didn't even want to fuck you on his own birthday. You offer him some pussy, and on camera he said, I don't want it. He married you for a green card. You employ him. I don't have to pay niggas to love me.
Wow. Do you know that to be factual, Cardi, that Tasha married her husband for a green card? That's a strong allegation. I hope you're not going to mess around and get sued too, okay? Oh my God, I know you mad and all, but damn. The people in the comments are tearing Tasha up though. Tasha, you getting tore up in the comments, but let's
unlike you employ your husband. I don't employ no niggas. You're not used to getting niggas. You've been ugly your whole fucking life. You've been fucking ugly your whole fucking life. You even talked about it your own fucking self. Didn't you? Your own husband wanted to fuck you on his birthday. Bitch, I got fucking fucked 3 times on my nigga birthday. You could lie. You could take them pictures smiling with them big ass veneers with your husband somewhere in fucking Africa, bitch. You're not happy, and you know it. Y'all barely fuck. You know the fucking celeb that try to sue you, that you won, that you this, that you that.
Well, go off, girl.
Is not fucking Cardi B. And I make fucking sure. And I make sure when I talk to my legal team, when I talk to everybody.
So Cardi is going after Tasha K again. I told you guys yesterday that Tasha has started scrubbing her social media accounts of anything reported or talked about as related to Cardi, because y'all know that there was a clause, as I told y'all yesterday, that Tasha was not supposed to be speaking on anything as related to Cardi. I don't know why she's going after her again. That's the craziest shit ever. Like, you still owe this girl. You are having, like you said yesterday, every 3 weeks you having to shoot $44,000 her way because you're on a payment plan to pay this girl for putting out false statements against her. And now you're back to talking about her again. When I tell you, it's so much shit going on in the world, so many people, so many celebrities is out here fucking up that you can talk about versus Cardi B. I would not talk about her. If it's understood, if I'm paying this lady millions of dollars because I have fucked up my life by talking about her. Like, you and Malaga Grams, I really wish y'all can get it. Like, Malaga is going after Megan Thee Stallion and she getting the same shit, and now she don't have no money for an attorney. Like, if you ain't got the money to be doing this, bitch, shut up. I keep telling people, if you don't have the money to fight this shit, shut your ass up. And I gotta clap when I say it, because it's like niggas don't get it. Talk about other shit. I have a million topics I can talk about and not talk about certain people. There's a lot of shit I can say about certain people that I don't fuck with. But why? If you know that that's going to cause her to come for you legally and you know what happened the first time, like, damn. How broke you trying to be? Shit. You about to be oodles and noodles over there, girl. Like, you about to be on the microwave for oodles and noodles because you don't get it that this girl don't fuck with you and that she's tired of you fucking with her. Just don't do commentary on her. Talk about Nikki is hot commodity right now in the news. You can get mad bank talking about Nikki because she's hated. You will not get any kind of pushback, I promise you. She's got a few fans still. But you can slay Nikki on social media in your videos. She done went straight mega. I've been getting a nice bag off Nikki, talking about Nikki. And I fact check too when I talk. That's another thing. When I do my shit, I fact check. I try and to my very, very best not to put out defamatory shit about people. And if I get it wrong, bitch, I said it before. I'm not above coming back and correcting it. If I have to edit a video, I will. But Tasha, you done been through this shit before and with the same person. And this girl done warned you. And now you got to go scrub your damn videos and take shit down to avoid a lawsuit, which I said yesterday. I'm sure she's taking screenshots. So you did all that scrubbing for nothing. Allegedly. Just don't talk about it. Shit, this girl is really serious about suing your ass again. And you about to owe her double money. And this time the judge is probably not going to be as nice about it because this is your second offense. It's like, you don't get it. Leave the girl alone. She don't want you talking about her. She don't want you doing commentary on her. She's went through the courts and asked them to enforce that, and you still trying to find loopholes. Okay, just like Malaga Graham said, I'm still going to talk about Megan Thee Stallion. Can't do it in my commentary. I'm just going to go in the booth and make a song. That's still the same thing. That's still the same thing. Y'all don't get it. And now Malaga Graham is saying, I don't have money for an attorney. I need more time. I need 7 more days, child. She's like, bitch, you ain't Tony Braxton. That's what the judge told you. Bitch, you're not Tony Braxton because we warned you. Okay. No, we're not giving you 7 more days, bitch. Now your attorneys is dropping off because you ain't got the money to pay them. Like, that's an expensive lesson. Just shut the fuck up. I'm sorry, y'all. Pardon my mouth this morning. But people just, you don't get it. It's more to it, child. It's more to it. All right. Let's move along. Let's get into Kaya is dragging Black China's mama, okay? Calling her teeth, saying she got parking spaces between her teeth and all, baby. This is getting ready to be a laugh and a gag because we need that this morning. After the Tasha K and Cardi beef, we need a good laugh. All right, so Kaya, shout out to that grape juice. Kaya claps back at decaying body Tokyo Tony for defending Nicki Minaj. I told you. See, everybody's on Nicki Minaj's ass. See, Tasha, that's who you can talk about, Nicki Minaj. I said that she's homeless with a parking space between her teeth. She dragging the hell out of her. Let's get ready for this drag. Let's go.
Gag order, honey. The nerve of a buck-toothed, rotten, decaying body ass bitch without a coin job or a home. Having the nerve to try to speak on the motherfucking queen. And my motherfucking bookshelf. And my motherfucking chair that I sit in and read, bitch, is so lovely.
His shit look like a horse in the fucking face. Nothing about me or Nikki or T.S. Madison can she fuck with. She's still stuck in that dirty ass fucking house. Look, I need to be fumigated, dusted, and some disinfectant.
This is the case of death. Drowning in misery. Sorry, not sorry, gag order. Because death has becomes her, because that's all we see in your eyes and in the back of your motherfucking throat whenever you open your mouth, bitch. It's darkness, death, and decay. Let's talk about the order. Your homeless, doped up, coked up, low-life, bull-dagging ass is being charged with trying to take up for a batshit crazy hoe with loose marbles just like you. Always talking about absolutely nothing. Not staying your ugly, doped out ass offline. Not throwing your food stamp phone in the toilet. Thinking you're famous when you're not. Failing as a mother and a grandmother. Not getting your pussy checked. Not fixing that big ass parking space between your teeth. Looking like a predator trying to check a bitch instead of checking into rehab. Not washing your pussy or your cheap synthetic wig, you junky big-headed bitch. Not putting your eyelashes on correctly, but always want gag. Or do you think I give two fucks about a homeless comeback or about what a failure of a mother and grandmother hoe has to say about a bitch with independent platinum and gold plaque that's still getting book paid, sample music, publishing through the roof, license and stinks per day, movies, videos, commercials, bitch, the money keeps rolling in, shows nonstop, the coins just, girl, can you breathe? Damn. Keep coming and running in from the royalties that I'll be collecting forever, ever, forever, ever. And when I leave here, my children are going to be collecting them forever, ever, and ever, ever. And you didn't leave your daughter nothing but how to be a prostitute, whore, scrupper, fake ass Christian and pastor, slut, slanging pussy. That's the only thing you taught your daughter, bitch. And you got the nerve to be trying to come for the quick. Looking like you've been smoking meth all day, then you got the nerve to call somebody ugly. Girl, knowing damn well, whenever a nigga see you from the front or the back, all they can say is, damn! Damn at your face, damn at your teeth, damn at the white around your motherfucking lips, damn at the crack smell oozing off your breath. You chicken head bitch from the 80s. Damn your daughter and granddaughter hate to see you motherfucking coming. Damn at the bed bugs in your duffel bag as you leave the red roof in. Damn at the foul odor seeping out the crack of your ass. Damn at the time you spend online hating on folks and you still got $0. Damn at the great wall of tartar sauce, leaving crust all around your teeth and coochie gaggled as you toss them dingy, stinking, ranking ass panties on the floor that even a dog wouldn't chew up. A gag or the honey, the nerve of a buck-toothed, rotten, decaying body ass bitch without a... That's a read of a century. Kaya, you was in the wrong profession back then, girl. Thank you for My Neck, My Bike. We love that song, okay? We love it. It's still about... But, oh my God. Tokyo, you cannot come back from this, okay? You are officially deceased, okay? You are, girl, get in the casket, close the door down, and go head on to the graveyard. You're done. You are officially deceased, girl. All right, let's go ahead and send the birds, girl, because you are gone. Let's send the doves, girl. Oh my God. Did y'all enjoy that? The shit out of you, girl. I'm sorry. There's nothing else to be said, girl. Benediction, girl. Send the birds. Send the doves for you, girl. Send the doves. Damn, Kyle, you have to eat her down like that. Jesus Christ. Girl, send you some more doves. You need some more doves. Let's get some more doves. Oh my God. Oh Lord. That's it. There's nothing else to say after that. Okay. I know y'all enjoyed that, baby. Listen. I'm gonna read down. And that was all of that. Thank you, Kaya, because I needed that in my life this morning. Jesus. Chat, remind me never to piss Kaya off, okay? I'm a reader too. Now I'll come back. But that's not coming back for you, Tokyo, okay? On that. She burnt you down, child. She burnt your house down over there. Let's get into Clarissa, child. Clarissa says she don't give a hot boiling damn about what y'all got to say about her and her man, okay? She gonna talk about her man whenever she wanna talk about Pat, honey. And she is Pat. I'm so sick of her. I am sick of her. But let's get into it, girl, because she got to convince us every single day, honey, that she got papoose, honey. Girl, do you have anything else going on in your life? Like, do you have any friends? Do she have any friends? I don't never see her with no friends. I don't see you with no friends. You on the internet every day eating and talking about papoose. Is he still upstairs, girl? Let's see.
I'm never
Shut up, the live bites.
Never gonna stop talking about my man. Ooh, I just brought him his food in the back because he was upstairs. Ain't that y'all joke? Oh, he's upstairs. Just brought him his food. And y'all talking shit, but guess what? Ain't nobody gonna ever make me stop talking about my man. That's what y'all think y'all gonna do. You're not gonna do it. Whenever I feel like saying Papoose name, I'm gonna say his name.
Okay,
Clark it. Yep. Take a picture, a video, I'm gonna do it.
Okay, girl.
You ain't stopping nothing over here. What? Oh my y'all man. Oh. Hold on. Come on, I missed the joke. I know exactly what y'all joke was trying to say.
Yeah.
But the joke was once again a lie. Look at him, man. Oh, I'm never gonna stop talking about my man.
Girl, we know.
Yeah. Papoose.
Ain't it so crazy how when you be downstairs eating, I think he be upstairs texting Remy. That's why I think he be. All right, while you down here, yeah, my man. I want to continue to talk about Papoose. I think he be upstairs like this talking to Remy. So can I come over tonight? Or talking to somebody else? Because Remy said he was talking to multiple women when they were together. So you might not be the only one because it seems that he like multiple. Okay. Like, yeah, I don't never see him. Why he don't eat downstairs with you? That's the question that everybody's been asking. Every time we see you eating, he should be right there at the table if that's your man, girl. Why he upstairs? Why you gotta take him plate upstairs? Is he sick? Is he on the sick and shut-in list this week? I mean, or every week? Because every time we see your ass, you eating alone. But why he can't eat with you? Like, girl, why he Pat upstairs, and every fucking video. I think people in the comments be asking you where he is. I think you just give that information because you want everyone to know that he's over there. Okay. But at the end of the day, your man should be sitting down looking across the table at you when y'all eating and having a nice little intimate, meal or whatever. Like, damn, do he not want to be seen with you? Like, what's going on? Or maybe that's the only time he could talk to, Remy in peace. Maybe that's the only time he could talk to her in peace. Because Remy said when she called, he come. That's what she said. She said, I ain't got to call him but one time and he come. So, I mean, I don't know. Pardon me for telling the truth. But damn, it gives that you are very hard pressed and that you always feel like you got to she's another one that likes to overshare. Like, girl, we don't care. We really don't care where Papoose is. I really don't care. Finish that rice on your plate. Okay. And the plate that she did fix him that I saw, she gave him like a mound of rice and 3 little bitty wings. Like, did y'all run out of food over there, girl? And some uncooked spinach. All right. And then you took it to him upstairs and he was on his phone then when you went up there. So again, that's why I said he was probably texting Remy when you went upstairs. Okay. And then he kind of probably moved his screen over to Instagram or something until your ass went back downstairs so he could finish talking to Remy. That's what it gave me. But while you going off on my man, it's I feel like she's gonna really crash out if he decides to go back home to Remy Ma. I keep saying that. You put too much on it, Clarissa. If you guys are happy and y'all in a relationship, just be that. You don't have to explain anything to people. People are going to continue to troll you online and say things about you. Like, they're eating you down over there on TikTok as well. People are doing videos where they are like the shit she doing right here. Like, they're doing videos picking at her and recreating what she's doing right here in video and getting great views. Okay. Where they're eating food and say, oh yeah, where's Papoose? He's upstairs. They're doing that. And they're picking at her. Like, she is getting drugged online because she acted so damn stupid. Like, she never had a fucking boyfriend. Like, girl, get over it. We don't care where Papoose is. If y'all are happy, y'all in a relationship, just do that, baby. You ain't got to go live every day eating and defending your relationship because it's starting to really get old, okay?
Papoose.
Can't be on it. Cause I be on that mug.
Papoose. Yeah. Papoose. Papoose.
She looks so stupid.
Papoose. Every time I say his name, we get more and more comments. You get the flying. Papoose. Give me 2,000. Papoose. Come on. Look.
How stupid and how immature you look. You are a boxer. You are a celebrity. I don't see Beyonce doing this shit. I don't even see Michelle from Destiny's Child doing this. Okay, and we ain't nobody thinking about Michelle. But I don't even see Michelle online doing no stupid shit like this. Like, girl.
Let's go. Come on.
She's a PR person. Somebody tell her, okay, this is too much. You're doing too much. Like, don't go on live today, okay?
Come on. Yeah, Papoose be hitting this Papoose Girl. So mad. That man is happy and in love. Y'all is so mad. That's crazy. That is crazy.
Baby, grow up. That's so not ladylike. I would never. You do not have to prove anything to anyone at any point in time. Moving right along, child. She really need to grow up. Maybe that's why he stay upstairs, because he be so irritated with her ass. That's probably what it be. He stay upstairs because he be irritated with her, because he be tired of her acting so damn childish, because she do act childish all the fucking time. Like, when they are out and she say little stupid shit, he'll kind of look at her like, okay. Like, he just be sick of her ass. All right, so let's get into this next topic. For those of you out here trying to trick men into being fathers when they're not the father of your kids, this right here, child, this is getting ready to send y'all to a whole nother orbit. All right. This particular female right here is accused of scamming her ex-boyfriend out of thousands of dollars in fake child support using a baby that wasn't even hers. Let's get into this, because, baby, when I saw this, I said, what? All right, so a Coweta County woman faces charges after allegedly defrauding her former boyfriend of thousands of dollars in fraudulent child support. All right. Now, investigators discovered that not only was the man not the father, but the woman was not the child's mother either. Where they do that at? Y'all ready for this? Let's go. Shout out to Live Bites.
Not a good New Year's Eve for 18-year-old Bria Hardy. She was taken into custody here at the sheriff's office and charged with theft by deception. We're told her ex-boyfriend came up here in early December, told investigators that he believed that he was the victim of a scam perpetrated by Hardy, in which he had paid her over $7,000 in child support payments. She claimed to him that they had had a child together, a little baby, and that he was responsible for helping her to raise this baby, and even sent him photographs and everything else. Turns out in the investigation that the child was not his. Turns out that the child wasn't hers either. Belonged to somebody else. Not a good New Year's Eve for...
What be wrong with people? How long did you think you were going to be able to get away with this type of situation where you're saying that a child is not even yours, is yours, and to go and file child support charges on this man? I'm trying to figure out how you did that to fraudulently get $7,000 out of him. And I told you guys that is something they're getting ready to crack down on. Girls, women, whoever out here having babies and saying when you know that that's not the father of the child and you putting this person down. Now, I know a lot of states, I know Georgia included, if you're going to put a person on child support, they will do a paternity test to make sure that that person is the child's father before any payments are issued, at which they should do that everywhere. But at the end of the day, you have a lot of women out here who know who the father of their child is, but because they're not doing so well or because they don't want to fool with that person, if they know someone else or they're dating someone else who may be well off or making good money, that's who they'll pin their child on, and that's fraud. That is fraud. Every child deserves to know who their father is, regardless of if they are trash or not. You chose that trash. You chose that trash. So why go out here telling someone that they're the father of a child when they are not the father? And I'm not sure who was in on this scam to allow you to claim their child in order to get money. You're probably splitting the money that you got. $7,000 is probably not a lot of money to some people, but it's a lot of money to a person who's having to pay child support if they're also trying to live and survive and take care of themselves and their bills as well, and trying to build a relationship with said child. That's heartless, right? That's heartless to make a person pay you child support when you ain't even the mother of the damn child. And you know that they're not the father. Like, that's too much. But that goes for anyone out there pinning kids on men out here to say that they are the father of a child when you know that they're not. Your ass can go to jail for that. Okay, that's called fraud, especially if you're getting a check from the government. Now they're making women pay money back. Now they're making these women pay money back to these fathers when you claim that they are the father of your child knowingly, and you put their names down and they have to pay all this money to you for child support. You have to pay that shit back. Okay, so great for you. Great for you. Moving right along. This story right here kind of touched me. There's a lot of people out here who are homeless with children. This woman here has 6 children. She was trying to stay in a homeless shelter who they say is overcrowded. They're only supposed to have a certain amount of people there, but they have well over the amount of people that they should have in this said homeless shelter. This woman is sleeping in her van in the freezing cold with snow on the ground with her 6 children. So a mother is forced to sleep in her car after Detroit shelter is overcrowded. We see a lot of these stories. Let's go ahead and get into this. Shout out to G Money on this.
This is LaStar Jenkins' car. It's what she and her kiddos have been calling home for the past 8 months. They say it's because they cannot get a bed for long enough inside of Cass.
My kids don't understand this. They so young. But my biggest fear is Michigan gets cold. And I mean cold. And there's nowhere for us to go.
LaStar says she and her 6 kids were displaced last May after a house fire. They came here to the Cass Community Social Services drop-in shelter for help. But she says there's simply not enough room inside, so they've been sleeping in their car since then, just waiting for a more permanent bed to open up. While they wait, she's running the car at all times to keep warm. And she's not just worried about the cold creeping up.
I've been up a few days straight. It does get a little nervous when you're not comfortable to be able to sleep because you don't know about your surroundings.
Now, this is the same shelter I told you all about a few weeks ago, where people inside were sounding the alarm about overcrowding and cleanliness concerns. Just a few weeks ago, the center's deputy director told me there were about 210 people inside. The original capacity for the drop-in shelter was set for 75 people through a city grant. LaStar says she's one of about 6 moms sleeping out here right now.
That's well over capacity. If you got 210 people in there, you're only supposed to have 75. That's too many people, right?
I spoke to another mom anonymously who was parked outside on and off last fall with her own 6 kids for 3 months.
They basically gave us the option to sleep in the car because of everything that was going on in the building, because there's a lot going on. So they basically gave us the option that we can sleep in our car.
That mom got housing today through Detroit Power, Detroit Community Outreach. I asked her what she'd say to herself just a few months ago when she called her car home.
We should be treated like how they would want to be treated if it was their family on the street.
Now, Cass gave me another statement. They said people do sit in their vehicles sometimes during the day, and occasionally individuals opt to sleep in their cars. This is not because we haven't invited them inside, and it's rare in the winter months. For their full statement, you can go to clickondetroit.com. Live here in Detroit, I'm Kyla Russell, Local 4.
All right, Kyla, we appreciate it. We know you're going to.
This is
for anybody that likes to complain about the small things. The small things, the standard things that we take for granted every day, like a roof over our head or a bed to sleep in or heat in our homes, or you can go to the refrigerator and there's food, just the small things, or can get a bottle of water. Just smallest things. When I think about stuff like that, I don't complain about the things I don't have that I may want. Okay, it's not much that I really want, but at the end of the day, I don't complain a lot for that very reason. Because when I see situations like this, like very, very small things that people need and that we take for granted, child, every day I be like, God, thank you for allowing me to be in a space to where I can give back and that I can have a roof over my head and a bed to sleep in and, clothes on my back. Like small things, people take that for granted. Like, stop complaining. Stop complaining about the things that you don't have. Yes, you may not be able to go on a vacation today or even this year, but if you have a home to live in, a nice warm bed to sleep in, you got hot running water in your home, and you got something, all of those things are things that you should be grateful for. All right. This is sad to see a woman with, I don't know where the father of these children are. Like, where's the father? Like, and if he has a warm bed, and that's another thing. Fathers, let me speak to the fathers this morning. Fathers, if you have children out there who don't have a place to stay and you go home and climb in your warm bed and put your cover over you and you got heat in your home and you allow your children to sleep in the car, you a fuck ass nigga. And I'm going to say that on my channel this morning. Okay. I don't give a hot damn if you got a girlfriend or not. At least allow the children to stay there. You ain't got to fool with the mother, but you should have a heart for your children. How do you climb in your bed every night? How do you turn the key into your warm home and allow your children in Detroit weather? Because Detroit get cold. You see that snow on the ground? That means it's cold. How do you allow your children to sleep outside in a fucking van and you can go home? Those are still your kids. Again, even if you don't allow the mothers to come there, at least take your kids in. This is a sad situation, right? This is a sad situation. So every morning that you wake up, that go for everybody. Every morning that you wake up, the first thing that should come out of your mouth should be, thank you, God. Thank you, God, for allowing me to be in this space that I'm in. No, I don't have everything that I want, need, or desire, but at least I'm not where others are. I'm not staying outside in the cold. I'm not in a place where I don't have a job to take care of myself. Even if it's not what you desire to make, at least you still get up and punch that clock every day. So the small things, I played this video because I don't know who I'm talking to. A lot of people like to complain. We're in 2026. We're just in the earlier parts of 2026. It can only go up from there. All right. That's the goal. The goal is to improve. You're not where you want to be right now, but when you look at where you are, it's a blessing. Okay. You are still in a blessed place. Even if you don't have a car, you still have the activity of your limbs to be able to go to public transportation and get to where you need to go. Right. So let's make it a point of not complaining and not saying, oh, I don't have this or I don't have that. Because you can still always, as long as you got breath in your body and the activity of your limbs, there's still hope. But when you see situations like this where a person, a grown woman, is standing here on the news, you got to know that hurts her pride. But sometimes you got to put your pride aside, honey. She don't give a hot damn about how people see her, care about her, none of that. She is worried about herself and her children having a place to stay. Men, step it up. Step it up. How you pump 6 kids in a woman and go lay in a warm bed and this woman sleeping in a fucking car? That just really bothered me. That really bothers me. But prayers up. I really hope that she gets housing very soon for she and her children, or get. I hope she get housing for herself and her children very, very soon, because that child, the winter months are here. All right, so let's get into this Donnie McClurkin case. We talked about him being charged with sexual harassment and RAPE. Was I surprised? Kind of, sort of, because I think we've been hearing rumors for a very long time about Donnie McClurkin being, okay, we've heard rumors, but I took the liberty of, I saw that there's floating around on social media the actual court documents from this case with Donnie McClurkin. Okay, he's saying he didn't do it, but there's an actual court date coming up for him. There's legal documents out there. We're going to read through them so that you guys can somebody said they can't see. Okay, I am actually sharing. I can see it on my screen from here. I'm looking at double screens here so I can self-verify here. But Donnie McClurkin, we're going to look at his statement because we haven't heard from him since this entire lawsuit or these allegations have come out about him from this young man who he was said to be spiritually mentoring and trying to pray the gay away. That's what Donnie McClurkin was saying. All right, he has a book out there as well where it's talking about praying the gay away. He obviously was touched and assaulted sexually, according to him, by someone when he was, I think, a 8-year-old child, or probably younger than that. And he is kind of grew up in him to where he kind of had a lust and a taste for men. All right. But this is something that he hid because of his position in the church. We see this a lot where men who are they're struggling, and it's a battle with them within, where homosexuality does reside within them, but they still have a heart for God and they still want to hold these titles of pastor, bishop, and all these other things. But you got to be delivered. Let me just say that, okay? You have to be delivered. Never, ever, and I've been in church my entire life, never, ever have I ever seen where a pastor or bishop or anyone is accepted as this gay person, especially by God. It's just not, you know, again, if you want to live as a gay man, please do so. But I just don't see a person as Donnie McClurkin being able to be in the position that he's in, and it's starting to become off as narcissistic. As I read the court documents and what this young man was saying that he experienced with Donnie McClurkin, like he still was able to push this title of pastor, of Bishop Donnie McClurkin, and all of this in order to be able to sleep with and or have these relationships with this particular person. It really broke my heart, to be honest with you, because I feel like, Donnie, I feel like you're hiding behind your position in the church in order to get away with this egregious act. And then this apology that you gave, I don't feel was sincere. I feel like it was just something that you put out there, and it was a statement of admission rather, that you were doing these things. So let's go ahead and get into this shit, because here he's denied it. He has responded by way of an attorney. So let's get into it. As you guys see on my screen, statement by Pastor Donnie McClurkin through attorney Gregory S. Lissy, Esquire. Let's get into what was said. We're going to read in its entirety. Then I'm going to show you guys the documents that I took the screenshots from so we can look more into this. And this is going to be our last topic. Okay. So we will not need a jam session because I got to fly through and get through. Okay. Yeah. So it goes on to say, with all humility, faith, and deep respect for Christ and his global gospel music and ministry community, which has shaped my life, my calling, and my character, I address this letter. This has come from Donnie McClurkin. Many of you are aware of the profane allegations of sexual assault and RAPE and coercion that have been recently lodged against me. Let me slow down because I want you guys to understand what I'm saying. I want to state clearly and unequivocally, all right, that these allegations are contrived and untrue. I understand the weight of such false claims, especially in our community rooted in faith, trust, and teachings of Jesus Christ, and sexual violence in any form is a real and painful reality for many and not to be used frivolously. True survivors deserve to be heard, protected, and supported. At the same time, the truth matters, and the truth has not been told. Okay. Again, this is a statement through from Donnie McClurkin through his attorney. And though I know many have already formed their opinions based on initial beliefs and controversy, as we are apt to do with something of this false nature, he says that I ask that this community exercises patience and trust in God's timing for the truth to fully come to light. He continues by saying, I have always sought to conduct myself with integrity, transparency, godly care, and responsibility in the fulfillment of my Christian life and duties. This accusation of salacious engagement or any misconduct has harmed, exploited or took advantage of anyone and misused my position, leadership, or influence in any way in these false accusations is emphatically untrue. Last page, it goes on to say that my love for and walk with Christ means everything to me and is deeply sensitive and sacred. I live to please him, which is why it is essential that the facts be established carefully, responsibly, and fairly. Although I have not yet been served with the official legal complaint, and there are court documents out there, it doesn't mean anything. Your ass is going to fucking court. It goes on to say that I am proactively cooperating fully with the appropriate processes and will vigorously defend to the fullest against this defamatory and baseless lawsuit. He says that I am confident that when the truth is fully known, that I will be vindicated. Please pray for the accusers as well. Seriously and sincerely, I thank everyone for their continued prayer, support, and faith. God bless you all. It's going to get better after a while. Sincerely in Christ, Donnie McClurkin. So this is the first that we've heard from him since this lawsuit has been made public. We're going to go ahead and get into the actual lawsuit, okay? And some of this stuff, baby, let me put up my trigger warning. Let's put up the trigger warning, okay? Because I don't want nobody to feel triggered if you've ever been in a situation where you've been sexually assaulted or R-worded. I don't want nobody feeling triggered. So let's go ahead and put that up. And let's get into these screenshots, honey, because baby, this is from the Supreme Court of the state of New York, County of New York. Giuseppe Corletto, which is the guy who is suing Donnie McClurkin. He is the plaintiff against Donald A. McClurkin Jr., which is the defendant. This is a verified complaint. All right. This is a legit document. So plaintiff Giuseppe Corletto complaining of defendant Donald A. McClurkin Jr. by his attorney, Reingold Gopher, oh my God, and Hellman, LLP, respectfully alleges upon information and belief following. Let's get into the next page. I got as much as I could, guys, so work with me. That on or about August the 3rd, of 2003, rather, when plaintiff Corletto was 21 years old. He first met defendant McClurkin at defendant's church in Long Island, New York, after reading defendant's book entitled Eternal Victim, Eternal Victor, which centered on being delivered from homosexuality. At that time, defendant's church, Perfecting Faith Church, was holding outdoor service referred to as Church Without Walls, where individuals would share testimonies regarding their own deliverance from homosexuality, prostitution, drugs, and circumstances. Because plaintiff was struggling with the acceptance of his asexuality in light of his religious beliefs, he sought out defendant McClurkin for guidance. Let's continue. I did that twice. Okay, I did it 3 times. I'm sorry. All right, so let's continue. Let's see. That after the service on or about hold on, guys. August of 2003, plaintiff was brought to meet defendant McClurkin, who prayed with him and assured that defendant would help deliver him from homosexuality. Shortly thereafter, one of the defendant's ministries who confessed to the plaintiff that he, too, was struggling with his homosexuality began persistently contacting plaintiff, showing up to plaintiff's home unannounced, and even making sexual advances towards the plaintiff. Y'all hear this? Now, due to his harassment, plaintiff, who had only attended defendant's church for about 3 weeks at this point, began missing services or church services and considered leaving altogether. Now, shortly thereafter, plaintiff received a call directly from defendant Clerkin, where defendant reassured that this harassing minister was being dealt with, that this was a test from God to which plaintiff passed. Y'all see the games is being played in church. Why did I do that twice? Okay, let's keep going. Why did I do this 3 times? Oh my God. All right, so eventually defendant offered plaintiff the position of executive and personal assistant, which plaintiff accepted. Now, my thing is, if a person was coming on to you in an sexual manner and then they turn around and offer you a job, if you felt that was inappropriate, you felt uncomfortable, if they offered you a job to work that personal, because a personal assistant works very personally with the person, I would not have accepted that position. All right, so there's some weird something going on here. Let's continue. Number 15, during plaintiff's time as defendant McClurkin's personal assistant, they engaged in Pray the Gay Away spiritual sessions, during which defendant McClurkin groped plaintiff's genitals, all without his consent. Number 16 says that plaintiff struggled to process these incidents of sexual abuse, as defendant was both his mentor and employer, making it difficult for him to speak out about the abuse he had suffered. During this time, defendant McClurkin would set up scenarios with plaintiffs and older men, which, like the aforementioned minister, framing them as tests from God to see how plaintiffs would react. So he was setting up men to come at him in an sexual manner to see if he would take the bait and perform different egregious sexual acts. So Donnie McClurkin was setting these up to see if he would take the bait. Whole time this man was saying that Donnie McClurkin was attracted to him in a sexual manner. Do y'all see this sick shit? Let's keep going. All right, so let's bring it back some. Okay, so one such test came when plaintiff and defendant were staying at the Atlantis Resort in Nassau, Bahamas, where defendant invited a male model to plaintiff's hotel room in an attempt to coerce plaintiff into sexual activity. Number 19 goes on to say that when plaintiff reported to defendant that he was able to resist the male's model sexual advances, defendant praised him, laid hands on him, and told him that he had passed another test. This is sick. In 2007, plaintiff traveled with defendant McClurkin and his family to California for a business trip. Defendant also brought his, at the time, girlfriend. So therein, the defendant McClurkin's hotel room, defendant instructed plaintiff to remove defendant's shoes. Defendant McClurkin then removed his pants, exposed himself to plaintiff, grabbed him and pulled him into the bed, and forcefully kissed and groped plaintiff's body. Number 23 goes on to say that plaintiff cried and pled for defendant McClurkin to stop, but defendant McClurkin continued touching him in an attempt to arouse him. Plaintiff begged defendant McClurkin to stop while crying, but defendant continued to assault him. Y'all hearing this shit? I'm trying to get it big enough so everyone can see. Let's see. Let's take it down one notch. All right, leave it there. So defendant McClurkin exploited this tactic repeatedly, coercing plaintiff into further unwanted sexual acts over the next 6 years. Defendant McClurkin also engaged in numerous other incidents of groping and forcible touching while plaintiff was working for him at his church. Defendant would secretly grope plaintiff before going to preach. Y'all hear this? So before he got on the podium to preach, he was groping and doing inappropriate things, allegedly, according to the court documents, inducing plaintiff to cry, okay, and then using plaintiff's tears to encourage other congregants to openly express emotion. Throughout this period, plaintiff accepted to quit on multiple occasions. Defendant, however, denied plaintiff's request, further coercing him to stay by telling plaintiff that this deliverance and purpose were tied to the defendant. Defendant McClurkin compared plaintiff to the biblical figures of Elijah and Elisha to further manipulate him and convince him that he needed the defendant. In what way? So plaintiff also confided in church staff members about defendant McClurkin's misconduct and abuse, including Renee Mentor Carr and Shervetta Green and Terrell Middleton, regarding defendant's misconduct, but no action was taken. So they knew that this was going on, and they probably knew he was gay. allegedly, and did not give a fuck because of his position of power. Let's continue. Number 43 goes on to say that in 2008, Plaintiff ultimately secured employment with a Christian broadcasting network in New York and successfully resigned from his position with defendant McClurkin as his personal assistant. Number 44 goes on to say that, however, because defendant McClurkin was a gospel artist, plaintiff continued to encounter him through his new employment. So at this point, it says that it sounds like Donnie McClurkin was stalking him with his new position. So he knew where he went to go work somewhere else, but he was still stalking him over there as well. This is some sick shit. Number 45, in April of 2012, plaintiff began working for an airline. During training in Orlando, Florida, defendant discovered plaintiff's hotel location through one of the plaintiff's friends and appeared uninvited and at the plaintiff's hotel room. So he is stalking him everywhere from his job. He's going from job to job, and it sounds like Donnie is like going wherever he's going and still, you know, I guess pushing himself upon him. Number 46 says that Thurs, defendant McClurkin begged plaintiff to allow him, stating that they needed to talk. Plaintiff, not wanting to make a scene given defendant's celebrity status and public recognition, reluctantly agreed to let defendant inside his room. If you're getting away from this person and he made you uncomfortable, why allow him in your room when you know he's going to come on to you? I don't understand. Let's keep going. Number 47 then says that therein, defendant McClurkin begged plaintiff to have sex with him one last time, but the defendant refused. These are court documents, y'all. This shit is blowing me. Mind you, I didn't get to read all of it because I was trying to make sure I got all of this together. Let's continue. 48 then goes on to say later plaintiff slept. Okay, later plaintiff slept, said he awoke to defendant McClurkin masturbating himself while also touching and groping plaintiff's body. Y'all hear this shit? Number 49, therein, plaintiff resisted defendant McClurkin advances, but defendant forced himself on top of plaintiff and began performing the oral on him, ignoring plaintiff's repeated verbal refusal. So he forced himself on him, it gives. Number 50 then goes on to say that therein, plaintiff cried as defendant McClurkin proceeded to assault him or oral him, okay? Oh my God, this is so crazy. Number 51 then said in the following months, defendant McClurkin persistently pressured plaintiff to live with him in California. Number 52 says that after this, around Thanksgiving or Christmas of 2013, while plaintiff was living in Boston, Massachusetts, defendant McClurkin showed up outside the gate at the airport with two of plaintiff's friends and refused to leave until plaintiff agreed to go out with them. Oh my God. Number 55 then says that on June 26 of 2013, defendant McClurkin then convinced plaintiff to accompany him on a trip to Niagara Falls, New York, where defendant forced himself on plaintiff and assaulted him in defendant's hotel room, ignoring plaintiff's pleas for him to stop. Again, why are you in the hotel with him? Why did you go on a trip with him if you already knew what he was going to do? Wow. Number 56 goes on to say that this time plaintiff was able to push defendants off, having grown more confident in his sexuality or sexual identity and no longer subscribing to defendants' doctrine of deliverance. Number 57, after this incident in Niagara Falls, New York, on June 28th of 2013, defendant McClurkin sent plaintiff an email apologizing for sexually assaulting him that evening. Okay. I do have that apology. Let me get that because I thought I uploaded it. What do y'all think so far? Oh my God. Weird. Y'all sound off in the comments because I do want to hear what you guys have to say about what we just read. Let me get the apology up as much as I can read because child, oh Lord, this is a lot. Donnie. Okay. Hold on. Get those two, I guess. I had to get these screenshots because I definitely wanted to read the lawsuit because I wanted to hear more in depth of what was going on. This shit here. This is how a lot of people are straying away from going to church because people are using their positions of power in the church in order to, let me send it here. In order to Give me a second, one sec, y'all. All right, let me send it over to the other location. Forward. I'm still here, guys. 1 second, okay? Because I want to read this next part. Let me get that pulled up. Give me 1 second, y'all. We're still here. All right, there it goes. Let's pull this up. All right, so I found this apology on TikTok. Let me give this person their credit. I'm not a lawyer, but because that's what they go by on TikTok. That's why I saw the apology. I've been all over the place trying to get this for you guys. So let's go ahead and share again so we can get this out there. So my thing is, Donnie, if you're going through your attorney saying that you did not do these things, but then there's an apology out there where it sounds like you are apologizing for these egregious acts, I don't know what to say. But let's go ahead and read as much as we can. This is the best copy I could find, so y'all bear with me, okay? Again, y'all sound off because I'm interested to hear what you guys have to say about this. All right, so it says, my apologies. Said the first thing I want to do is apologize again to you. This is from Donna McClurkin to this Giuseppe guy who was said to have been assaulted by Donna McClurkin. He says, I know I apologize for my wrong attitude from Wednesday, but I want to apologize for all of my behavior that has been wrong and put you in a wrong place. It goes on to say that I am the actual epitome of a desperate, dirty old man, pawning and groping a young man who is just looking for a friendship and close platonic relationship, someone he wants look for help. Wants to look for help, guidance, and spirituality. He says that let's make it bigger. I want to go to a realm of asexuality that wasn't right and wasn't right for you or me, that for that matter. He says that I feel so foul, so stupid. He says that I'm old enough to be your father and want to be something else to you. Says that you don't want that desire for me and I shouldn't have it for you. He says that I forced myself on you, groping on you. And when I think about it, you never really touched me like that at all. Just wanted to sleep together and hug occasionally. He says that I am really embarrassed at how I am and how I acted. This could be very damaging in court. Said that you're far more important to be treated like that from me or anyone. Said that I'm not helping you in any way by doing this, and I'm only making a fool out of myself by being so desperate. He says, I have no one, and I feel it more than ever, but I was horribly wrong for trying to force you into something that you were not consistently trying to do. He says that I am too old to be like this. Let's continue. Says that I won't be, let's make it smaller. Okay. I won't be that to you again. You didn't come back for this. My loneliness is mine to deal with. My desire for you is not right in this way that I'm feeling and handling it. He says that I will be a friend to you and pastor. Now, how is it that you have gone this far with this person and you're still trying to push yourself as this spiritual leader after you've gone that far? You've allegedly, according to what this man is saying in the lawsuit, that you put that you've had some oral interactions with him, that you forced yourself and you asked to sleep with this person, and now you're still asking to pastor him. So he's saying that I will be a friend to you and pastor if you'll allow me, but I won't be this broken old man so desperate for you that I violate my purpose in your life and become this. All right. He says, I love you and want you to be who you're supposed to be. I will work on me. I hate being lonely and alone, but I have to go through it, and not like this, in all caps, as you guys can see. Let's move on from here. See you later this week or next week. Signs off as pastor. What the fuck? Was there more? Number 58, there's more. I forgot I uploaded this too. Number 58, November 15th, while plaintiff was experiencing mental health struggles, he returned to defendant McClurkin's church seeking guidance. I'm not understanding why they continues returning when all of these things have transpired. But let's continue. Number 59 says therein, defendant McClurkin engaged in further sexual misconduct against plaintiff, taking advantage rather of plaintiff vulnerability and currently fragile mental state. And asked for first cause of action, violation of the Victims of Gender Motivated Violence Act, New York City Admin Code, and it gives the code. Number 65 goes on to say the plaintiff repeats and realleges each and every allegation in all of the preceding paragraph as it fully sets forth therein. The above described conduct of defendant McClurkin, including but not limited to defendant McClurkin sexual assault and RAPE of plaintiff Doe within New York City constitutes a crime of violence and is a crime of violence motivated by gender against plaintiff as defined by the Victims of Gender Motivated Violence Act. This shit's serious. An attorney for McClurkin, now 66, said that the allegations are categorically false. At no time did Pastor McClurkin engage in any form of sexual abuse, assault, or sexual coercion of Mr. Corletto. The attorney, Greg Lissy, says in a statement, which I read you guys a statement earlier, the claims set forth in the lawsuit grossly mischaracterized their interactions, which occurred over a decade, and some accusations over 2 decades ago. Said all these allegations are contradicted by the real facts. So what do you guys think? That is it with that. I read you guys all of the screenshots that I was able to get for you guys. Okay, what do y'all think? Oh my God. Let's get back to the main screen. I want to look at some comments before we get out of here, because that is my last and final topic for the day. Shout out to Cassandra. I'm blown aback by some of this. If y'all can see my reaction, I'm just like, because I didn't get to read all of it because I was trying to get the screenshots for you guys. So I'm shocked, but I'm not, because I think everybody knew that Donnie McClurkin was appeared to be allegedly gay. Okay. I've never seen him with a woman. I've never seen him come forward and say, oh, this is my girlfriend. We've never seen that. So I just always assumed that he was that way. Yes, he does have a gift, what they call it in church, a gift without repentance, which is the ability to sing and ability to lead people in like praise and worship and stuff like that, as we see that all the time in church. But as you guys know, Satan, the devil, was actually over music as well, right? So when we see things like that, that's where that operates. That's where it comes from. Some of the most I'm going to say talented people in church or musicians are able to sing or have the ability to operate within music, as does Donnie McClurkin. That's definitely a spirit within him that he has not been able to shake since childhood, and he's been able to move within the congregations and churches and be able to do these things allegedly, because we have not heard him found guilty in a court of law. But according to this lawsuit, this is very damaging. And this apology that was written definitely is not going to be a good look for you. And you've also had your attorney write up this long, you could tell it was done by an attorney, with these big words where you kind of gave all this fluff and all of that in order to make yourself seem that you're not this evil person. But from what I read, this shit is crazy. Cassandra, thank you for your comment. You said McClurkin needs to resign as pastor. He needs to deal with his own demons. Absolutely. He needs to sit down. He needs to be sat down. I don't care how great he can sing. He needs to be sat down. So D-Nice says that, well, Donnie, you might as well make a statement, offer to avoid further embarrassment and truly get right with God versus playing with him. All of that. Okay. Thank you, D-Nice. Cassandra then says that no, I'd stay far away from Donnie McClurkin. He's sick. I don't understand why this guy kept coming back to the church when you know all these things were going on. I just don't understand it. Kelly S said that's crazy. Absolutely. It's beyond crazy. Cassandra says that he always had a way out and didn't take it, said he got lured in again and again, right? Yeah, the sex demon was all up on him, honey. Maybe he enjoyed it. I don't know. I don't know. It's weird. Erica Lashane says that money grab, maybe. Could be. We don't know yet. We got to see how this play out in court. I'm gonna keep my eye on this, and any updates I get, I'll spin the block, because we don't talk about it now, right? We don't read the court documents, so I'd be remiss not to come back and give y'all the updates. Cassandra says that I can't feel sorry for the plaintiff. Says that why is he even allowing himself to be around McClurkin, and why is this dude always crying? Don't be in his presence. That too. That too. Let's read a few more that we got to get out of here. All right. So that he is very detailed, Donnie. Yeah. That apology speaks volumes. I'm just saying, Donnie. I'm just saying. You said through your attorney that it never happened. It's egregious. But according to your apology, it's giving that you do have a problem. Allegedly. Cassandra says that this is stalking and high-level perversion. Sicko. Yeah, he did stalk him. According to the attorney, to the lawsuit. According to the lawsuit, he did stalk him. Okay. LaShawn Allen says it just sickening. Yes. Erica LaShawn says it sounds fishy though. A little bit. Kelly S says amen. Cassandra says that McClurkin praying on those that are victims and suffer from those demons. Yeah. Let's get one more good comment and then we gotta go. One more. Let's see. D Nice says another one that needs to live in his truth. Yeah. What do y'all think? We'll get Sexy Brown Bone. Let's see. She says that I think that they at the end of the video said that she did get housing. Oh, okay. Great. Thank you for the woman that has the 6 children. Thank you, Sexy Brown Bone, for that update. Okay, because that makes me feel better. Because baby, it's too cold. It's too cold for the people to be out here with no place to stay. So I'm happy that she was able to find housing. Mary White says that all these pastors and their demons. Yeah, that's why a lot of people don't want to go to church because they don't trust it now with people living double lives. Okay, pastors out here. John Gray, y'all remember John Gray was out here messing around and doing things. SEX really doing videos and live videos with the woman who exposed him, and then he keeps getting up and apologizing with his congregation and his wife. A mentor, Gray, keeps taking him back. Like, this shit gotta stop. These pastors gonna learn to stop playing with God. Look at Eddie Long. Look at how the Lord got him up out of here. They try to say it was aggressive form of cancer. We'll go with that. It sounds good, but I think it was something else. And that's just my opinion. Allegedly, hypothetically, maybe. But for those of these pastors out here, the punishment is greater for you because you know the way and you don't go. And then you're leading people down the wrong way. As a pastor, allegedly, Donnie McClurkin, you should not be interacting with anyone in that way. If this is something that you're dealing with on your own, maybe step down and deal with that. And once you get through with it, and if you feel like you want to preach or whatever after that, if you're still called to do so, then great. But don't use your platform to draw people in who also have that same problem and use it to your advantage to further allegedly mess a person up. Okay, because that shit there to come to a person's hotel and force yourself on them and all this oral shit, that's not God-like at all. But we got to get out of here. Bedside Baptist, baby, is where we go. Bedside Baptist is where I reside, where the Reverend Pillow and First Lady Quill is my first lady and pastor. That's where we are right now. I will log on and look at my church from back home and still get my spirituality. I read my Bible, so I'm good. I mean, you don't physically have to be in a church. A church is just a building. God resides within, and that's how I see it. Okay, I don't have nothing against nobody go to church. I don't have nothing against church, period. I love church. Okay, if I can find a great one here in Atlanta, I'm happy to go there. But trust and believe, I'm gonna do my homework very thoroughly before I go up in there, because you're not about to preach over me and be tooted up after service. You're just not doing that. You're not gonna get my good dollar and be out here on that bullshit. Okay, but nevertheless, let's get out of here. Love you guys down. To my top flight Mars, thank you, Tiffany Thomas, Rose Armstead, and True TV Podcast. Thank you so much. To my content creators who stopped by and support the platform, Stu Queen B, Black Women in the Building. Thank you so much. Simple Mind Family TV. Jonella Speaks, JCD Creation, Shay P, Shay Renee, Queen Speaks TV, Deary Talk, and Schoolboy. For those of you that I did not call that are here to support the platform as well, thank you guys for being here. Of course, my Caramelians. Guys, please don't forget to keep your notifications on, like the video, hype the video, subscribe to the channel. Also check out Rails World as well. Okay. Thank you so much. Tiffany Thomas said, great show, really. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please don't forget to comment on all the topics that we discussed. Okay. I will see you guys for Midday Pop-In as well. Until the next video, let's get out of here. All right. Love you guys down. Bye.
Every minute with the fever dreams, I push a mind to a limit where it needs to be. I work blind, got vision I don't need to see. I'm picking mind over matter, I believe in me. I need to find more hours in the day to breathe. Need to find more power in the way I be. And when my mind turns sour with the painful scenes, I need to scream out loud, I can't stop me. I wanna be the greatest like Rocky. You know I leave them all hating like a hobby. I'm out here making moves like a lobby. And if you ain't with me, it's your loss. See, I got my mind on the facts, I'm a python, grab what I like real fast. Choke until I have everything I attack, everything that I lack, everything that I want, and I see, matter of fact. Cause I'm my own worst enemy. Only if I let it be. I can control anything if I can just think carefully. I control my destiny. Deep up in my mind I manifest it. Every morning I wake up obsessed, and everything I do the best. And deep within my mind, you know I'll always manifest it. I'm my own worst enemy, only if I let it be. I can control anything if I can just think carefully. I control my destiny. Deep up in my mind I manifest it. Every morning I wake up obsessed, and everything I do the best. And deep within my mind, you know I'll always manifest it.